All right. Welcome, one and all, to the Off the Rails Sports Podcast. I am your host, John. We're going to do a little review of Saturday's sports extravaganzas. Extravaganzas. If you could, though, first hit that like and subscribe button. It means a lot to us. And leave some comments. We feel free to always bring in the trolls, the supporters, whatever it is. And let's start out with the NFL. Yesterday, Micah Parsons, truly one of the most underpaid individuals in the NFL, demanded a trade request after months of going back and forth with Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones and his son, Stephen Jones. They believe there was an agreement in March. Micah supposedly told them, talk to my agent. They never talked to the agent. Not sure what it is, but the market has exploded since then. Back then, the market was 35 a year. Now, because of Myles Garrett and TJ Watt, it's 40 and 41 respectively. And Micah Parsons said, okay, I want out. And he tried to do everything right. He went to camp. He said, I'm not going to do the holdout. I care too much about this team. And Jerry Jones, as he is wont to do, waited to the last minute. And now he's asking for a trade. But I wonder, and we talked about this previously, I'm not sure what leverage Micah Parsons has. He still has the 5th year option, right? That's what's coming. And last year he should have literally held out to get the deal that CD Lamb got. And now there's 2 franchise tags that they can get with him. Let's hope you don't get hurt in the next 3 years, big boy, because you're going to have a bad day. I just don't understand what he was thinking, and it is amazing. And you really see this in hockey when these players are about to become free agents, and literally 12 hours before they could become a free agent, they re-sign with the team. They really pull at the heartstrings. And they did this with Micah Parsons. He wanted to be a player there. Now, all the negative stuff starts. Well, he did a podcast. Well, you know what? The guy only missed 4 games last year. He puts out on the field. He is a force. He's 26. Good luck getting this. And everybody's like, oh, 5 landing spots. Jerry Jones, I told you this last night, is in no way going to trade this guy. He is going to put the screws to this guy and say, you have to play the 5th year option. Big mistake. Micah Parsons made a huge mistake. We estimated on this show last night, between playing on his contract last year instead of getting a renegotiation, he is going to leave somewhere like $60 million on the table. 60 million. There you go. There you go. There you go. Loyalty is really a beautiful thing, isn't it? All right, let's talk about the WNBA. The Sun, that is based in Mohegan Sun, Connecticut, are now going to be moved to Boston. They have a valuation of $325 million. It's an extraordinary amount. 5 teams were added in the expansion draft. Houston was told they are going to be the next one up. And Boston is going to get the team because Boston didn't apply for a WNBA franchise. And I'm wondering now, when you're valuing the franchise at $325 million, it's going to be very difficult at this juncture. And I think the optics are going to look terrible of not negotiating in good faith with the players union. You know, the players union, I thought, did a very terrible thing in pay us what you owe us. Well, now their demands seem like a pittance compared to what these owners are making. I understand that this league has lost money every year, not irrespective of that. You know what else lost money for the first 7 years? Amazon. You know, Uber still loses money? Yeah, still loses money, but it's worth multi billions. At the end of the day, value is value. Yeah, I may be bleeding some cash, but if my franchise goes up 25 or 30%, which offsets that and actually makes it in the plus category, hey, that's what it is. Sure, you're not going to have any problems getting loans. Well, also in the WNBA, we have some a-holes out there who are throwing sex toys on the court. Let me tell you something. The only dildos are these idiots who are throwing this stuff. These women are just trying to make a living. They are performing an entertainment value service. Honestly, we should be throwing butt plugs at Donald Trump because he's an a-hole on an a-hole. But we don't. It's amazing what men get away with and women don't. They got to deal with this stupid stuff. As far as I'm concerned, people who do that, they should find a way to arrest them. Yeah, I know, I'm the liberal. But Christ's sake, really, they're just trying to play basketball. Can you imagine? And for all you people out there who are like, oh, you're being a wuss or whatever. You know what? What if you had a daughter and she was playing college basketball and somebody did that? What would you say? What would you say if you saw them? I think you would take care of that yourself, right? I don't think it would be, oh, that was a good joke. No, I think you'd be punching, asking questions later. And I understand it. They do have value. Just because you're a professional athlete doesn't mean you need to be denigrated. And that's what people are doing. And I saw some of the players and they were like, oh, security's got to get to it. Well, okay, you got 5,000 people. How are you going to stop that? I understand there's a quandary there. I am not in any way justifying it because it's reprehensible and it's stupid. And it's just disgusting. These girls are just trying to play some basketball. They are building something amazing. And there always has to be one idiot out there. Kudos. Kudos for them for banning the fan. That's what they did. Oh, he was arrested too. Good for that. I hope he spends more time in jail than Jelaine Maxwell. All right. Let us go through the MLB results for Saturday. Oh my God. It was a good day for my Red Sox, I can tell you that. Hey, I'm just trying to cue it up, okay, guys? Hey, I'm more than a pretty face, okay? Rays at home beat the Dodgers 4-0. Rasmussen got the win. Snell coming back got the loss. He's 1-1. Wow, we're into August and Blake Snell is only 1-1. Not too good. They better hope he's healthy for the playoffs. Orioles beat the Cubs 4-3. Orioles are actually playing a little good baseball. Blue Jays beat the Royals 4-2. Scherzer got the win. I will tell you this. I am a huge Max Scherzer fan. If you listen to the podcast with Brian, he's a little down on Scherzer. I will tell you, I have the ultimate respect for that guy. He is a gamer. He doesn't care. I remember when he was with the Dodgers, he went out there in the 9th inning of the 5th game of that playoff series against San Francisco. He was a free agent after that, and he risked blowing out his arm. 2 years ago when they won the title, he risked blowing out his arm. Last year, he did blow out his arm. That guy is a gamer. When you want to talk about, coddled athletes, that definitely is a Max Scherzer. Max Scherzer's a man. He is a man, and first ballot Hall of Famer, too. Rockies, playing some baseball after that 17-16 thriller, beat the Pirates 8-5. He'll get your win. Tigers beat the Phillies 7-5. Skewball, thank you, Lord. Gave up 5 to the Phillies, but man, they needed that. They really needed that win for their ego and for their self-esteem. Brewers beat the Nationals 8-2. Woodruff got the win. Milwaukee is playing some really, really good baseball. I'm really impressed. They are not faltering at all. Red Sox beat the Astros second game in a row, 7-3. Wilson gets your win. Chapman has been lights out in the bullpen. 20th save. And Jansen went to the Angels. He left Boston. And he's been lights out for them in the pen. He just never really clicked in Boston. I was like, Chapman, oh my God, what are we putting our future in this clown? Well, they were right. Sometimes they get it right. I still think they were wrong about the Devers trade. But, man, I'm going to tell you, with the Chapman, they were right. The Mets beat the Giants 12-6. Garrett got the win. In 11, Rangers beat the Mariners 6-4 to stop a little of the bleeding. And they had lost the first 2 games of this series. And the Braves were playing at the Reds, sort of, at Bristol Stadium in Tennessee. First baseball game in Tennessee. And like the South is wont to do, it rains like hell during the summer. Game postponed. I wonder if we're going to see that on Sunday Night Baseball. Bristol. I'll tell you what, it used to be a great NASCAR race. Now, it's just another thing. All right, if you could, though, please hit that like and subscribe button. It means a lot to us. And hey, leave some comments. Tell me what you think about what's going on in the world of baseball and what you think about the WNBA. All right, and we'll see you soon on Off the Rails Sports Podcast.